Okay, so I'm going to read from the book, if that's okay with you, what this has to do with your reading, because I kind of feel like this is the cards I'm using at the beginning of the month, the Stephen Farmers, are sort of the base or the foundation for your month. So take that into consideration of how the month feels to you. Okay, stone people vigilance. These stone people stand in their ever-present vigil along the shores of an ocean whose tide has receded, leaving the remnants of water upon which we see them reflected. So they're standing on the shores of an ocean whose tide has receded. And they communicate that way. And so the message to you is, remain vigilant at this time, but not out of fear. Vigilant simply means opening up your mind and senses to information as it is presented to you, through your eyes, through your ears, physical sensations, and detached thoughts. It is especially true in two main areas. First, follow any gut feelings, especially those if you're wary of a situation or wary of a person. Follow that, that gut feeling we get. Secondly, pay close attention to any important opportunity that presents itself, one that may enhance your life and the lives of others. So that is very cool, Capricorn. I wanted to start your reading with that. So first, pay important attention to any gut feelings you get that say, I don't know about this situation. Secondly, any opportunities that come up that do feel good, because they will make a difference in your life and those around you. Okay, so that's kind of interesting, isn't it? On to your 4-card spread. And also, I do want to say this month not just this month, I've started actually doing email inquiry videos, meaning that if you want to email me your questions, I can do a 15-minute video with around 3 questions or a 30-minute video with around 6 questions. I know people are very, very busy. I've done this a couple times recently. It has worked very well. People have been very happy with the videos, and that way you always get to watch it on and on and on. Lucky you, right? But it is helpful if you are very busy. You just go on my scheduler and choose a time, okay? And pay for it, and I'll send you the video within 3 days. Okay, and as I'm talking, these cards are very particular today, so I'm going to think Capricorn. Okay, well, this top one wants to come. Actually, a couple of them want to come out, and then towards the bottom, don't you love it? So the top and the bottom of the deck. Well, that's kind of how it works. Sometimes they fall out. Sometimes they land on the ground, they fly out, and then other times, like you all today, they're very specific. We want to come out at the top, we want to come out at the bottom. That way it gives you a full picture, I feel like, is what it's telling me for you. So let's start your reading and see what the first card is. Okay, this is a chakra card. And the chakra cards, as you know, this is the second chakra, and this has to do with creating, being creative, procreating. I'm hearing the words independence. I don't know why this is a second chakra, because actually 2 has to do with balance, harmony, working in combination with, but standing firm in your independence while working with others. That's what it feels like for me. That's what I'm hearing. This is also, the second chakra is the chakra right below the belly button. So it's where, babies develop in the womb. So it's about rebirth, renewal, orange, creativity. So lots of fun. There you go, stone people. Lots of fun opportunities coming up for you guys. Of course, this is a general reading. And I was going to say a master reading. So there's some of you out there that have master birth path numbers. I want to just say that. 11, 22, 33, or 44. If you do, put it in the comments. I would love to see that because that came out of my mouth, so I feel like it was important. If your birthday adds up to 11, 22, 33, or 44. Okay, so this is the color orange, like I said. So lots of creativity going on or new ideas coming up. This is a general reading, but it does feel like it covers quite a few of you. Let me know in the comments. I'm seeing even people that have been felt entrapped, and this could even be if you know of anyone, or and it feels very emotional to me. If you know of someone who's been like literally behind bars or something like that, I feel like there's some light at the end of this tunnel, and they're even starting to feel more enlightened or excited about their life. So it could be that they're going to be free soon or whatever the case is, but that came up during the second chakra, which is kind of interesting. You never know what's going to come up. When I look at this card, basically the beauty of it, of the circles within the mandala. So it just feels like, actually there's a circle and then one below it and then the third one. Okay, so there are some circles of life. It feels like you all are connecting with others, and I'm seeing actually a man, or it feels like an authority figure, let's just say that, or someone who has good advice for you, and that they're talking in your ear about some ideas. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to all these creative things that are coming up for you, it feels like. Okay, all right, so your second card of this 4-card spread, Capricorn, is a spirit card. And okay, well, you know what's interesting? This is another number 2. So you got the second chakra, and then you got the second one of the spirit card. And the spirit cards are our inspirations, our aspirations, our spiritual force, our spirituality. And so this is the waiting game, which actually you can see how the hourglass, the roots are at the bottom and the tree is blossomed at the top. So really there's just a little bit more of a waiting game. There's just a little bit more time because, as you can see, he's walking around the hourglass, but it's in gold, which means that actually you've been doing some pretty good work in some form of your life, and it's going to start paying off soon because you see the roots and the tree. Okay, and 2, again, being partnerships or co-creating, there's going to be some alliances going on with you all. Alliances. When I look at this card, what I normally see is, anything either here or here. But what I'm seeing today are the roots of the tree. The roots. So for me, for you, that feels like back in time. Let's see. Something that you were interested in. It could have been when you were a child or a teenager, or it's been a while. But now you've become interested in it again. Or maybe it was a dream that you, at some point in your life, decided it couldn't work for some reason, or someone discouraged you from it, or you just didn't feel encouraged. But now I feel like that you're bringing that forward, or that you have some fun thoughts about it. And you know what? Why not as a hobby even? Why not as something that makes you happy? Because I feel like that it really could bring you up, raise your spiritual vibration. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, this is really a cool card to get. It is one of just a little while longer, and you're going to see some positive results, some rewards, some success, that type of thing. So that is good. And it feels not only as a business, I use my hand as a pendulum. Yeah, it's definitely, it could be business for some people. For some people, it can be romance, because I'm seeing, as I do when I see romance, is a couple on a lake in like a rowboat and a swan and all. That tells me it's romantic. It's sweet. It's loving. So whatever you've been working on that you've wanted to get better, I feel like it's going to, and to bring about any type of hobby that you wanted to do in the past. And it feels like, too, I'm seeing like dance shoes, so it just kind of makes you light on your feet. And if any of you all are dancers or have been, it might just be another form of dancing that, maybe now it's the tango and then it was ballerina, whatever the case may be. It just feels that way. Okay, so your third card of this 4-card spread is Spiritual Union. Wow, you guys. Okay, so I want to point something out. This is pretty amazing. Remember how I said about the 2s? So this is your third 2 card. This is an emotion card. And it's the second one of the emotions. You got the second one of the spirit cards. You got the second chakra. Okay, so this is really feeling to me this month, the month of November, is all about you joining forces with others. 2 in numerology has to do with patience, diplomacy, cooperation, balance, peace. We're in the 2 millennium. And so that's what's becoming more and more of. Hopefully nations eventually getting along, people getting along. Wouldn't it be easier if we didn't have the strife? And as you can see, there's a spiritual union. So when I look at this card for you guys, I just do think it's very interesting about the 2s that are coming up for you today. Being in harmony with, and not also what it feels like to me is to honor yourself. It's not only who you are in this relationship or partnership or business, but honor yourself. Okay, and so when I look at this card, what catches my eyes are the gold nuggets at the bottom of the cup. Okay, so that feels to me very, very happy. It feels like there are some opportunities. I'm trying to think of another word to say this or how to describe it because it keeps coming up that way. And the word vigilant in the Stone People card, it's being vigilant about, again, who you are. And this, and especially in romantic relationships, expressing yourself, finding peace within yourself, getting outdoors, grounding, being in nature, hiking, biking, anything like that grounds you, is also peaceful to others that are around you, especially partners. And this card could also indicate a water sign, which is a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer. So if you are married to, related to, or it's more than related to, because it's, I heard that word, but it's more like you have relations with a special person in your life that is a water sign. It feels like things are getting better. Maybe there's been some kind of grinding feelings. Maybe they have been annoying, or maybe they have felt like needy or greedy, or I don't know why those words are coming up. Maybe needy and greedy, and it's gotten on your nerves. Then it feels like there's more of a union coming up. There's more sweetness, and you're working through some things. So let me know in the comments below about that as well. I would love to hear so. Okay, so the last card of your 4-card spread, Capricorn, is the Shadow card. In traditional tarot, this is the Moon card. Well, okay, I have to say this card has come up probably more than any other card in the last 2 or 3 months. It continually comes up, not for every sign, but over a 3-month period for quite a few. Okay, so what it says is, you can see the man, the light gold robe, and then the dark. So one's the sun, one's the moon. So really it's what we see in ourselves, what we see in others that we don't like in ourselves. It's that mirror effect. And we all have it. We've all been there. We've all done it. It's coming out in your readings, and it's coming out at the fourth card. So it's also telling me, you're having a pretty good month. So there towards the end of November, just kind of watch thoughts, watch what you say, because that can come back to bite. You know how it is. It just kind of comes out. It's like, ooh, I wish I hadn't said that. Just kind of watch your thoughts and what you're saying. This could be close to Thanksgiving and that around that time period too. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of you with family. I'm seeing people on the phone talking. Just kind of watch your thoughts. It also tells me, before you see any family or whatever you do for Thanksgiving and the last week, kind of be gentle to yourself. Love yourself. If you can go get a massage or something like that, that would really relax you before this time period, I feel like that, you being relaxed, you being happy, you being like, you know what, I'm going to let this roll off if I don't care for this person, or this person doesn't look like how I think they're supposed to look, or they're not acting right. It's just like letting that roll off. And I feel like this is a universal message, because this shadow card comes up time and time and time again. I think the universe is wanting us to drop our judgments. But we think so much. What is it? How many thoughts come into our head every minute? It's thousands and thousands. So I guess the message is be kind to you so that you can be kind to others.